Hey everybody, we're back with another episode of How to Play Minetest, and we're back at the Tower of Babel. We're going to try and get a lot done here. But first, let's show you everything we've been working on so far. We finished out the skeleton all the way around, and realized that we were 5 blocks too short. It was 86 wide, not 91. So I had to go through and add. So that's why we've got kind of a double skeleton on this corner. We also started temple on the top there. We've got this wall and this corner started pretty well. I've had to adjust these stairs about 700 times because I moved it to center it up better, and then I realized I was 5 blocks off, so I had to move it again, which is why we have this nice long spot here, but whatever, we'll make it work. In the original drawing, it's actually the staircase ends exactly on the corner. This might be wide enough now we can do that. I don't know. I'm so sick of these stairs. I'm just not even going to bother with it right now. But what we are going to work on today is we're going to try and get at least this quarter of the tower done. We just have 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and then we can look at it from this view and kind of have an idea of how stinking huge this thing is. Some of the things we've had to do, we've had to throw some lights in the back here. Part of that is to prevent a dungeon master from hopping in, because they will spawn anywhere there's a large cavernous space with no light, including above ground buildings. So gotta make sure we light things up, or that's gonna happen and we'll be really sad. Go in here. Haven't really come up with a good way of how to just pound in a whole bunch of walls really fast. I do know it's easier when I have my sons here to help me, but they're in school right now, so that's not happening. It's about the quickest way I've come up with to get walls built up real quick is just move a little bit at a time, and sometimes you click too close, so I'll have to go back and fix those. I've got a lot of hours in on this thing so far. I think the last count, I think I was 3 or 4 hours in, and a lot of that was just trying to get the skeleton correct and those stupid stairs that I keep messing up on. So in lieu of that, I probably have a full hour just on messing around with the stairs. So really we're closer to 3 hours in, but we're going to call it 4 because that's, I mean, you can see how much I've had to dig out right here. Originally the stairs were clear over here. It was just 2 blocks going through, and now it's like 7 or 8, something like that. Just ridiculous. Anyway. Let me get this inner skeleton done here so we know where we're building exactly. I have noticed that floors are harder to do than walls. I don't know if that's just because of the nature of the beast, or what the dealio is. There we go. Real excited to get this quarter done because then it actually feels like I've accomplished something. One thing I will say is I did this before with the pyramid at Chichen Itza in is that Mexico? I think it's in Mexico, or Guatemala, down there somewhere. And I did the same thing there where I just did a quarter of the building at a time, and it really worked quite well because you didn't feel like you had to accomplish this massive build all at once. And that one was before I did creative mode, And we'll just say it was a royal pain in the rear to get that one anywhere close to speedy. Much easier to just be in creative mode when you're doing a massive build like this. Although it is fun to go through and say, I mined every one of those blocks and made it and put it back in. Sometimes you just got to get the silly thing done, because you're making yourself work harder than you absolutely have to. Those of you who've been around as long as those builds will recall that I did everything hard-nosed style, meaning I felt like I had to earn my stripes before using creative mode, because it felt kind of cheaty that you could just grab whatever you wanted and build with it. Now I've played the game long enough that I feel like I've earned that privilege to use creative mode. So especially with how long Hogwarts is taking, I had to step into creative mode or it wasn't going to get done, because we leveled everything and we used all the cobblestone that we mined. And it was like, okay, well, that was great. Back to the drawing board. So my sons and I agreed that it would be okay at that point to start using creative mode so that the thing got done with any kind of reasonable speed. And we'll be headed back over there as soon as we finish the Tower of Babel here, because I don't plan on dressing this one up as much. And we're going to spend a lot more time working on specific places in Hogwarts rather than looking at the building in general. We've already got everything pretty much done. We've got one more tower we need to add, which is the Astronomy Tower, and we have just individual places that need built, like the cages for the dragons out in the Forbidden Forest. We need to build Aragog's lair. Those are just the ones I can think of off the top of my head. But we've got quite the laundry list of places that need finished so that we can call Hogwarts done for now. There we go. Now, yep, just that wall and this floor, and we are done with this quarter of the tower. Woohoo! Exciting. I actually stumbled on my notes for Hogwarts the other day from when I was reading, I think it was Harry Potter 4. And some of the things there. Things like the prefect's bathroom, where that's located. The other thing I'd like to do is go through and add all the statues and the artwork in, just with signs, because we don't have a whole lot of flexibility as far as building something at half scale. If it's like a suit of armor or something, we could figure out a way to put like a shield on the wall or something like that, or build a little pedestal so that it looks a little bit different, but still within the scope of what Minetest can do. Okay, so that's not actually a quarter, because we got to go clear to that line right there going up this way, but we're going to call that good for this video. You can see our stairs coming up there. I still need to figure out where to put the stairs on each level going up. I'm thinking I'll go in 2 levels. In fact, we could block that in real quick, because that won't take too long. Alright, so we've got like our main entryway here. So we would come in 1, 2, 3, 4, and we want to come in all the way to here. So that way, as you come inside, you would have a set of stairs going up that way, a set of stairs going up that way, and then you'd have to work your way around maybe to that side or that side, and then stairs going up that way. Something along those lines, just so that we get past that, which means I actually need to go further. 2, 3. That's how far in we would need to go on each level, just to make sure as the stairs come up and out that we're not running into any problems, like coming up in the middle of one of these walkways. So that's sort of the plan for the stairs on this thing. There isn't a whole lot of detail historically about the stairs, so we'll just pinch hit on that one. But the size and the shape will be correct, so which is really what we were going for. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video, a little play along as we work on Tower Babel. I'll probably do 1 or maybe 2 more updates. I may do 1 more play along and 1 more final update when it's done, so we can scope things out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We will catch you guys next time, and until then, go build something.